If you have ever wanted to climb Mount Everest, then you'll need up to 3 months in order to do so, and it's not an easy trek whatsoever. And while climbing, you might come across a number of weird things, from mounds of human feces to the abominable snowman. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Top 10 weirdest things found on Mount Everest. Starting off this countdown, we have the Yeti, or the abominable snowman. He's got many names. Anyways, in 1951, mountaineer Eric Shipton was hiking the mountain when he came across a weird large footprint in the snow. He believes that the footprint belongs to the Yeti. The photo then blew up, and newspapers around the world were featuring this photo in their papers. Since then, a number of people have supposedly seen this creature while they're climbing. Not only that, people have found thick tufts of hair which they believe belong to the Yeti. The hair was tested by a forensic analyst, and they concluded that the hair sample doesn't belong to any animal or creature that we know of. So it may just be that it belongs to the Yeti himself. In our ninth spot today, we have the garbage, and if you're liking this video so far and want to see more videos like it, then smash that like button because it really helps us out. So one big problem when it comes to climbing Mount Everest is that there's no garbage cans on the mountain. So either you're a good citizen and you bring the garbage bag down with you, or you just let it pollute the mountain. Sadly, the amount of garbage left polluting Mount Everest is insane. In fact, 16 tons have been removed already, but there's still heaps and heaps left on there. This includes discarded tents, broken equipment, cans, wrappers, empty oxygen bottles, eating utensils, you name it. Not only is it disgusting, but also it makes it dangerous for climbers who have to purposely navigate around all this trash. In our 8th spot, we have the Himalayan goral. This is a pretty interesting animal that can be found on Mount Everest. They are of course located in the lower foresty regions of the mountain, not super high up. But these creatures are quite odd. They look like a fat gazelle mixed with like a ram or a deer or all three. I don't know. They're interesting creatures. If you're ever in the area, look out for them. They usually hang around in groups of 4 to 12. But you need a good eye. Because of their coloration, they are masters of camouflage. Or should I say masters of disguise, like the movie. It's so good, go check it out. Moving on to number 7, we have the Himalayan tahr. This is another really freaking strange animal that can be found on Mount Everest. This buddy looks like a ram mixed with a lion. Like, look at its luscious lion's type mane. It's beautiful, but also really impressive. Like, what shampoo and conditioner do they use? Let me know. Now, fun fact, these animals have adapted to the environment, so now their hooves and dew claws help them climb the mountains with ease. Evolution is just weird, man. Moving on to number 6, we have Rainbow Valley. Despite its cheerful name, this area on Mount Everest is anything but sunshine and rainbows. Basically, it's an area on Mount Everest that is brightly colored with people's jackets and climbing equipment. Dead people's. Some are still attached to the deceased hikers, and they will remain there for the rest of eternity. Not only are they frozen in place, but it's also just way too dangerous and difficult to remove the bodies from the mountain. So they're just left there, and it's terrifying. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the ghosts. It's said that more than 300 people have lost their lives on Mount Everest. As a result, many people believe that their souls still wander the mountain. A number of climbers have actually had some paranormal experiences. For starters, Reinhold Messner, experienced Italian mountaineer who managed to climb Mount Everest without bottled oxygen, said he experienced something spooky during a climb in the 1980s. He claims that he felt the presence of a ghost accompanying him up the mountain, helping him on his way. You know, like a guardian angel. Then in 2004, 2 other climbers encountered spirits in the form of black shadows. They believe they are from hikers that passed away on the mountain, and since they didn't get a proper burial, they just wander around aimlessly. Coming in at number 4, we have green boots. Now this one is really freaking disturbing and dark. But green boots is the name given to a body of an unidentified male climber that was found on Mount Everest. He was given the name green boots for the bright green climbing boots that he was found wearing. Sadly, to this day, his body was never properly identified. However, it's thought to be the body of Chiswang Palger, an Indian climber who died on Mount Everest in 1996. He was seen wearing similar green boots on that day. Or it was his team member who was also wearing green boots. But those are just guesses, we don't know for sure. Nowadays, his body still remains on Mount Everest, and climbers use it as a landmark to know where they are on the mountain. In our third spot, we had the UFOs. So apparently, Mount Everest is a magnet for UFO activity. On a number of occasions, hikers have seen a weird disc hovering in the sky by the mountain. One of the first sightings was in 1933 by climber Frank Smith. He was 28,000 feet up Everest when he saw two weird objects floating in the sky. He said one resembled kite balloons in shape, but had some weird wings on it. The other had this thing jetting out of it that made it more beak-shaped. The two crafts hovered there slowly and motionlessly. He also claims that when he saw this, he felt an unidentifiable force, as if there was a presence beside him. Like I said, he's not the only one who has witnessed something eerie like this. In 2018, someone captured another UFO hovering around the mountains. Due to its height above the mountains, it can't be a helicopter or drone because it's way above the height that they're allowed to fly to. Maybe Mount Everest is where aliens are hiding. In our second spot, we have the death zone. This is a terrifying part of Mount Everest that lies at an altitude of over 8,000 meters. I'm sure you guys can all guess why it's called the death zone. Well, that's because a majority of deaths that occur on the mountain happen there. It's because at this level, the amount of oxygen in the air is very thin. It's also a spot with extreme weather conditions. Often the thin air makes hikers delirious and is the cause for a number of deaths. It's believed to this day that there are around 150 bodies in the death zone. And in our number one spot today, we have the poop. So you're out climbing Everest when all of a sudden, bam, it hits ya. Damn, I really need to go potty. Well, it's not like there's a gas station nearby that you can just pull into to do your business. So you have to just squat down behind a tree or something and relieve yourself that way. Well, the thousands of people that have climbed Everest have all gone through this. Apparently, there is more than 26,000 pounds of human poo left on the mountain each season. Yeah, each season, that's not even in total. It's gotten so bad that the poo is actually piling up and is starting to pollute the water sources there. Plus, the feces don't decompose up there because of the higher altitudes and freezing cold temperatures, so it kinda just sits there. So now, climbers are required to carry their poop off the mountains with them. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments below which one of these things you found the weirdest. And now, speaking of comments, let's move on to our comment shoutout portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video Top 10 Weirdest Things Found in Alaska, Part 2. Jackie with Arizona and Shkilik Riding Adventures commented, I kinda would like to go to Alaska, but not all alone. Love the new hair, looks awesome, you rock it. Thank you. Also, I want to go to Alaska, so like I said, let's just have a little field trip. Okay? Let's go. Funded by not me. Durham Games commented, hey Lindsay, nice hair, suits you. Thanks. Never had a shout out before, please can I have one? Here is your shout out, Durham Games, just because you asked nicely and also because you complimented my hair. Thank you. Boba Simp commented, I just found out that a lot of sea monsters are just male whales waving their ding dong waiting to mate. Dude, is Nessie even a Loch Ness monster or is she just someone's... I don't even want to go there. This just ruined everything for me. I'm like, oh yeah, sea monsters, so scary. Now it's just like someone's pee-pee. Great. Alright guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see ya when I see ya.